4 months.
It is time for the 3.6 live stream. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen anything on Twitter, so I don't know anything. So it's going to be all a surprise to me. Okay, 28 minutes of juicy goodness, I hope. Brage?
I come from an ancient race. We have existed for a very long time, possibly longer than any records in existence.
The history of dragons starts from the very beginning.
Dragons?
Dragon King?
We were victims of the apocalypse. We also became the apocalypse itself.
Is this what they've become after experiencing the apocalypse?
No one can withstand the power of the apocalypse.
Apocalypse?
Both of you have only existed for
I
a
got a new
fraction of what
personal
you know
record
as
in the
time.
800 on Thursday.
Yet you call yourselves lords of this land by leaning on the heavens' glow.
Is there any way to avoid fighting them? Hey, wait!
Life, death, and the world around us all follow a set of laws.
Ooh!
A bitter pill to swallow. Taking a
Snake!
turn for the better.
Feast your eyes! Watch and learn!
Boom, boom!
Sight clear!
Suitcase gameplay!
The competition is heating up. Oh, and here's Kaveh bringing up the rear.
Wait, what is this? This is football? Ooh! Wait, Quidditch? Wait, I'm so happy to see Wanderer there. I just can't wait to see him interact with people as friends. Sino versus Wanderer is so funny. Yes. Okay, wait, hold on. I just want to see that Quidditch part again. Oh, I just realized I hit the trailer and not the live stream. I was like, wow, this is a lot shorter than I thought.
The competition is heating up. And here's Kaveh bringing up the rear.
I love it. I love that concept, like that dynamic. Okay, I'm into it. Here's Kaveh bringing up the rear. We got Layla. Who is that? Hold on, one more time. Just to peek at who's there. We got Wanderer, Sino, Kaveh, Al-Haytham, obviously, and Farazan. And I also saw Tignati in the background, so hopefully he will have a new voice actor, because he wasn't included in the trailer. I don't know, I guess we'll see.
Nice.
Here's Kaveh.
Wow. Awesome! Hey everyone, I'm Zach Aguilar and welcome to the Genshin Impact version 3.6 special program. Wow, I didn't expect we'd appear right after the trailer this time. I hope you all enjoyed that. Anyway, we've got a jam-packed program today, and we even have more hosts than usual. So why don't we go around and take a moment to introduce ourselves?
Sure thing. Hey everybody, it's so good to see you all again. I'm Kimberly Ann Campbell, the voice of Nahida. I'm so excited to finally be back and share new content with all of you.
Oh, well, if it isn't the renowned traveler. Hello, everyone. My name is Anjali Gunapaneni, and I'm the voice of Dory.
Anjali.
Thank you for always supporting the business of Lord Sangama Bay with your shiny Mora.
Yay.
And I'm Sean Dury, the voice of Baizhu from Boo Boo
Baizhu.
Pharmacy. Are you experiencing any discomfort? And how many days have the symptoms persisted?
Yeah, I'm pretty good, thanks, doctor. But I do have this problem where I am way too obsessed with my cute little chibi. Hello.
Aw, me too.
Anyway, I am sure a lot of our viewers have already seen our characters pop up in the game by now.
True. Yeah, you've all been a part of the traveler's journey at some point or another.
That's right, and we'll be seeing everyone again to experience some new stories together in the upcoming version.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, me too. You know, I think we're ready to jump into some upcoming content, like,
yes,
I don't know,
we
one
certainly
of our new
are.
playable characters in version 3.6. Let me know if I'm saying this right. I think his name is Baizhu? Baizhu?
Real subtle, Sean.
Nice. I'm sure everyone's waiting to see which event wish the new characters will be appearing in. So, let's get to our first redemption code, and in the meantime, everyone will also be able to check out some details about the version 3.6 event wishes.
Sounds good.
Okay. Nilu. Oh, okay. Okay. I get it, I guess, because these two go together in a lot of team comps. Ganyu? No Eula? Wait, no Eula? No you? No. Wait, no. Kaveh isn't on. No, Kave's not on Nahida's banner. No! Why they do this to me? Why they do this to me? No Eula. Kaveh not on Nahida's banner? That's not funny. I understand that, like, Eula is not super meta right now. The last patch had two of the 3 characters that buff physical damage, aside from, like, electro reactions, obviously. No Eula? She's still very strong. Well, how long has it been since Ganyu's last run? 3.0. And Eula was what? 2.7? 2.6? 2.3? Wow. Wow. That's wow. It's a long time. She's locked in the basement. Holy moly. Kaveh's not on Nahida's banner. I was really hoping that they would run Baizhu, Nahida, and Kaveh. Well, I'll probably pull for Baizhu then. I'll probably pull on Baiju's banner because I will be C6ing Kaveh. That is my one objective from 3.6 banners, is to C6 Kaveh and main him. Congrats everyone who wanted me to vote for Baizhu. Because we're having another episode of Never Wish for a 4-star on a banner. All for baby ghoul Kaveh. This is how they're announcing it too. They're like, they're just like, hey, and while you're redeeming your Primo Gems, here's the banners. Here's the banner. I'm sorry. Anyways, let's get back to the rest of our programming. Let's just slide right past that. 4 banners and not one of them is Eula. I'm sorry. I'm sorry everyone who wants Eula. Nilu's run was what? 3.3? 3.2? I was planning on pulling Nahida for Kaveh and I was like, wow, what a magical 3.1. Okay. I mean, it is pretty early. I suppose there are a lot of people who skipped her for sake of just like not knowing how to use or not knowing the power of Bloom. Yet. Isn't Kaveh Bloom? Why is he not with Nilu? Hold on, I don't know. Oh, he is Dendro. Yeah, he's Dendro. I don't know why in my head I thought he was Pyro. Anyways, let's get back to the special program. No Eula. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry, Eula Wanters. No, so no Eula? Yeah, his kit is for Bloom. If his kit's for Bloom, which I wouldn't know anything about, obviously. Why is he not running with Nahida? That is money grubbing, Hoiverse. Not funny. Jade Falls Splendor Catalyst. Okay. Not gonna lie, it kind of looks like that 3-star one. It's pretty. I'm excited to see a 3D version, but it kind of reminds me of the 3D of that like green weapon. Yeah. Nephrite, 20 Nephrite. Primordial Jade. Oh, yeah, okay. It's a member of the Primordial Jade family. No info though. What's the stat? What's the sub-stat? Do we ever get the info on the banners, or do we have to wait until like right before? We should just get to see them. No.
When on the road, one should take ample time to pause, appreciate the wondrous scenery along the way.
You're about to collapse, aren't you? The doctor will see you now.
Wow, very
Taking a
smooth.
turn for the better.
He has a shield. Very masterful. Feels very smooth.
Okay, that snake was awesome. Also, its design totally popped up on Baizhu's shield.
I like that.
Well, I'm afraid of snakes, but Chung Chung sounds so cute.
Yeah, me too. And also, random thought, but isn't Baizhu the first male character with glasses?
Oh, wow. I think you're right.
Yeah, I think
Also,
you're
the
right.
first-
Personally, I
Oh, no.
love his voice. Think it's amazing. Also, you can't go wrong with purple pants.
Not biased at all.
You really can't. You know what? Okay, let's talk about Baizhu. Baizhu is a doctor at Boo Boo Pharmacy and is skilled at healing his patients. His abilities have helped Boo Boo Pharmacy make a reputation
That is
for
very
itself
random.
in Liyue Harbor. But most importantly, Baizhu is a gentle and refined physician, and his heart is dedicated to helping the world. He tends
Okay.
to anyone who comes to Boo Boo Pharmacy seeking medical attention, regardless of their wealth or status.
Ah,
Cool.
Oh, I see. So he's that kind of doctor.
What kind did you think he was?
Oh, I don't know. I kind of thought he might be the type of doctor who does good things, but with his own nefarious plan.
Me too!
You know, like, I can save you.
But for a price.
I guess he
Wow,
just
his
seems
voice
kind of
is
mysterious
awesome.
like that.
Well, I give your imagination some credit, but
what I
sorry,
thought.
he isn't quite the suspicious doctor.
Turned
like
him
you
out
imagine.
shaver?
In fact, he's actually a trusted physician among the people of Liyue Harbor. Everyone prefers to go see Dr. Baizhu, no matter how serious the problem may be. But even though he works as a skilled physician, his own condition isn't so great.
I know people say that doctors are the worst patients. Is that the case for Baizhu as well?
Well, Baizhu's case is a little complicated, and I don't want to give away any spoilers. So, travelers will have to check him out
Okay.
in-game to learn more about his story. So, zip, that's all you hear out of me.
Okay, well, no matter what happens, I just hope that he'll be able to take care of himself.
Me too. But besides his health, Baizhu also has some other troubles to worry about. For example, Director Hu will sometimes put up ads outside of Boo Boo Pharmacy to promote her funeral parlor. On top of that, poor little Chi-Chi is terrified of Hu Tao. So there are some days where Baizhu really has his hands full.
Yeah, that does sound like something that Hu Tao would do.
As fate would have it, Baiju's master and the former director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor both studied together under the same master.
Really?
But the two had differing views on the concepts of life and death and ended up going their
Oh.
separate ways. Their differences were passed down to their apprentices, which has led to Baizhu and Hu Tao's different views. In version 3.6, travelers
Interesting.
will be able to play through Baiju's story quest to hear some of Baiju's inner thoughts and learn more about this caring doctor.
I'll be playing this
Interesting.
one ASAP.
I can't wait to check it out.
In his search for discovering new treatments and cures, Baizhu will often choose to test new medicines on himself. As you spend time with Baizhu in the field, you can make use of his knowledge of herbs and
Oh
interact
my.
with certain harvestable items, which will heal your current active character.
Oh my gosh,
So,
no way.
Since Baizhu is a doctor, I think it's pretty safe to say that most of his combat abilities are focused on healing,
Oh, that's
right?
very convenient.
That's right. Baiju's treatment in battle is usually performed in two
Huh.
steps. Step 1 is to control a wandering sprite that cruises through the enemies and
Okay.
restores HP to his teammates. Step 2 is to create a shield. When the shield refreshes, ends, or is broken, not only will it provide healing, but it will also deal dendro damage to enemies. Baizhu believes that
Oh.
even in a difficult spot, as long as the diagnosis and treatment are done properly, lives can always be saved.
Sweet. Looks like we'll be able to try out some new team compositions with him in mind.
For sure. Well, all right. I think that's all we
Interesting.
have for Baizhu. So,
This is very unique. His E heals, so his passive is mad useless. That is true. It's it's like interesting. I just thought it was interesting. Yeah, I guess if he doesn't need any like energy to heal, I suppose it's like not that important. But it matches his personality. Maybe it's useless, but it's still kind of cool. He's Dendro healer and shielder, yes. And then he can obviously apply Dendro and hit. at least a little bit. Passively, he can hit. His E needs to hit an enemy to heal, though. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, then you could put him on your exploration team, I guess. It's preventative medicine. You're not taking my Yao Yao team spot, Baizhu. It's true. It's true. It's interesting.
Let's move on to our next playable character.
Please.
I bet many travelers already know him well.
Not well enough. Not
I'm
well
glad
enough.
you gave me a chance. I always think it takes people with similar tastes to sustain a pleasant conversation.
I love. I can't believe it's a claymore.
Come at me!
Nice.
Breaking new ground!
Ooh. I love his attacks. This is a great way to combine the satisfying like hits of claymores without feeling slow. You still have like the speed and the sensation of a catalyst, but also the hits of a claymore. It's cool. I like it. I love his outfit.
Nice.
Okay. Did you see him make dendro cores explode on command? That'll be useful for me.
Yeah, that was crazy. And the toolbox, he has some cool accessories. I
Wait,
am
really?
jealous.
Oh yeah, I'm loving those animations. Super cool.
Okay, so since Kaveh has some connections with Dory, I'll introduce him. Kaveh is an architect and has this like keen sense for beauty and the arts that
True.
he's developed ever
So
since he was
true.
a child. Not to brag or anything, but his magnum opus is the Palace of Alcazarzaray, which is crazy coincidence where Dory lives. And his designs not only provide the required functionality, but also greatly incorporate his own artistic taste, making them feel unique and noteworthy.
Well, he sounds like a genius, so he must be pretty successful.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't quite lead the life of success and carefree spending like you might imagine.
Bluetooth
It's
claymore.
actually kind of the opposite. He hardly has enough more to survive.
Mood.
Okay, so he's broke. Interesting. Why's that?
Well, it kind of comes down to Kaveh's personality. He's a very perceptive person, so he has this sensitive and delicate side to his character. He also has a strong sense of empathy and can understand the emotions and thoughts of different people, which may actually be one of his sources of artistic inspiration. For example, when someone is trying to sell something to Kaveh, all they have to do is make up some story about how the proceeds go to helping poor children, and he'll practically hand over his Mora. Like all of it.
Wow, what a nice but gullible guy.
Yeah. On top of that, he doesn't limit himself with the cost of construction.
Sweet.
And take the Palace of Alcazarzaray as an example. Maybe only a real maniac architect like him, who doesn't care about the costs, could ever build something as amazing as that. So you gotta respect him for that.
Yeah.
But it's probably these kinds of situations that have made him become roommates with I'll Hate Them.
But aren't like I'll Hate Them and Kaveh polar opposites? We see them bicker all the time.
About what?
Well, Kaveh thinks that I'll Hate Them lacks feelings for others and always disagrees with his point of view. But like Anjali just said, Kaveh can understand how many people feel, but understanding doesn't always mean agreement.
Right. Yeah, I think we're starting to understand Kaveh's character a little better now. So next we can move on to some of his talents.
Yeah, for sure. As an architect, Kaveh can help everyone save some materials when creating furnishings, and his mapping abilities might come in handy during battle.
Okay.
As a unique and creative designer, Kaveh must always bring tools with him. And his toolbox, named Marak, not only provides Kaveh with tools,
a name.
but also has many interesting uses. For example, Marak's mapping ability allows him to scan the battlefield, causing all dendro cores within a certain AoE to burst immediately.
Nice.
In addition to that, when Marak completely releases its energy, it converts Kaveh's attack damage to dendro damage and increases Kaveh's combat capabilities.
Okay.
You don't need to worry about triggering all those dendro cores at the same time. Kaveh won't be hurt by them. In fact, one of Kaveh's talents actually causes him to recover a set amount of HP when he takes damage from a dendro core.
No way.
It's always good to have a reliable partner like that.
Oh my gosh,
Changshang
that's awesome.
always gives Baizhu a lot of help too, you know.
Exactly. But Marak is pretty remarkable. It can even wield a sword for Kaveh.
That's awesome.
That's a pretty awesome toolbox.
I know, right?
Bloom team just
okay,
became
so that should be just
very
about everything we have for
survivable.
Kaveh.
How should I say this? I think his character has more depth than we expected.
Well, he is a distinguished architect from the Nation of Wisdom, so we shouldn't underestimate him.
Yeah, true.
Kaveh will be appearing in the
True,
main
true,
event
true,
for
true.
version 3.6, so maybe we give some details about that next?
I hope his
Okay,
multipliers
I
are
got this
good.
one. Our main event for version 3.6 is the Academia Extravaganza. In addition to the variety of celebrations, the event
Free
also serves as a
Farzan.
chance for the 6 Darshans to compete. The extravaganza consists of 2 main parts, the Wisdom Gala and the Inter-Darshan Championship. In the Wisdom Gala, the 6 Darshans have prepared 6 corresponding activities to show off the style of each respective school. As for the Inter-Darshan Championship, each of the Darshans will be
Creamy.
selecting a single member to represent their school in a large competition.
Cool.
Okay.
Great. So maybe we
It's
can
giving
talk about some
Hogwarts.
gameplay that travelers
Yeah, it's
can
giving
expect to see.
Triwizard Cup.
It sounds like we'll be getting a total of 6 different game modes this time. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Wow,
Each of
this
the
sounds
6
cool. I
Darshans will
like
be
it.
compiling their research to provide fun mini
6.
games for everyone to enjoy.
I hope this
For
event is
example,
long.
Layla.
I hope this event is long. I wouldn't mind if they made this event like 3 weeks. Like, just give us some time to be immersed and enjoy it, and not have to speed run at the end.
Ezratawahes Darshan will be setting up an astrolabe used for studying astrology at their booth. When travelers adjust the astrolabe to the appropriate height and angle, the stars on the astrolabe will light up and form a pattern. Look, this time the pattern
hope
is a
it's
cute
hard.
little fungus.
Aw,
I like
That
this.
does look like fun.
nice.
Here's
Agree.
another one. The scholars from Kasharawar will have a game that
Kasharawar.
displays their understanding of mechanisms and architecture. Travelers will learn how to use the least possible materials to build a road that meets certain requirements within a limited space.
Ooh, I'm already getting a lot of ideas for this one.
That seems interesting.
Okay. It seems travelers will have a lot of freedom to try whatever arrangements they can think of to reach those goals.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Next is Vahumana. They're taking their booth pretty seriously. They will be holding an archaeological activity where travelers will use specialized equipment to detect relic replicas. Travelers will have to carefully observe
like
the
the
surrounding
Sealy
environment as
event.
they search, and even eliminate external interference affecting the detectors to find the relic replicas.
Oh, well, this is all very nice, but are there any games where we won't have to go running around as much? I'm lazy.
Same.
Yes, there's something for everyone in these game modes.
Nice.
With this one, you can just relax and stay put while you listen to a story. But as you're listening, you also get to ask the storyteller some questions. If you're able to ask and uncover some key information, then you'll receive some clues to lead you to the truth of the story.
Very mysterious.
Spontamod, on the other hand, is preparing a small combat experiment to put travelers' combat abilities to the test within a set amount of time. Of course, they'll kindly provide a variety of potions to help travelers overcome situations in the experiment.
Awesome.
Very cool. And last but not least is a little bionic experiment set up by Tainari's Amorta Darshan. Travelers will be able to control replicas of various creatures and command their movement according to a specific rhythm. And that should be everything we have for the Wisdom Gala. So
Interesting.
which Darshan's events are you all most excited about?
Oh, you know, Spontamod, because that's what I'm all about. Like combat and battle and victory and never losing. Ever.
Okay.
Never
Confident,
dying.
are we?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
I like
Guess
the
we'll
star
have to
one.
see how it
I like
is.
stars. It's very cool.
Yeah.
I like the
I'm
stars one.
most excited to listen to a story because I think that's about my speed.
Oh, I get that.
And let's not forget that in addition to the Wisdom Gala, we still have the Inter-Darshan Championship. This is a contest of wisdom and courage, and you won't want to miss seeing which Darshan is able to claim the title of champion.
Very
Ooh.
cool. Oh, and there is one more thing to mention here. Layla's very own Hangout
Oh.
quest will be arriving with version 3.6, so
Wait,
be
what?
sure not to miss it. Okay, that's all.
Yay, we get to hang out with Layla.
Awesome.
Layla.
Excited to check it out.
Okay, and our next event will also be taking place in
Wait, what?
Sumeru. Waynute activity has suddenly been
Also
on the
dialogue.
rise, and the academia is dispatching researchers to respond to the problem.
This time, we'll be helping scholars clear the desert of obstructions, assemble the Waynute Slayer cannon, and repel the Wandering Waynute.
The Waynute Slayer Cannon,
Why
huh?
not?
Wow, yeah, that's quite the name.
Hmm.
As its name implies, it's very effective against Waynute. Our task will be to clear out any monsters nearby and help with the preparations so the cannon can start attacking. I'm sure our travelers will be able to help handle the situation.
Oh yeah. We also have one other event for travelers to continue improving their combat abilities. During the challenge, travelers will have to complete 3 consecutive combat rounds. During each round, the system will randomly activate 1 or more of 4 possible effects at set intervals of time.
Oh, so I guess it's safe to say that no 2 rounds will play the same.
I guess not.
Yeah. If the buff you receive happens to synergize with your team composition, then your team will really start to shine. I personally think it's interesting to have these random elements added to the challenge. I feel like it'll bring some fun surprises to the gameplay.
Yeah.
Totally. And these buff effects are all pretty powerful. The travelers should definitely try some different team combinations and see what synergies they can come up with. And also, the Overflowing Mastery event will be returning once again with double drops for a limited time to help travelers keep leveling up their characters.
In addition to the events we've already mentioned, there will be one more event taking place in an all-new area.
Another one?
So first, I think we should reveal the new area.
Please.
Before we do that, let's take a quick break and give another redemption code.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sounds good. Oh, but one more note, we'll have some info regarding new artifact sets during the break, so be sure not to miss that.
Yes. Okay, pause. Okay, 2 new artifacts. Nymph Stream and Varukasha's Glow. Okay, 2-piece set, Hydro damage bonus. 4-piece set, after normal charge and plunge attacks, elemental skills, or elemental burst hits an opponent, 1 stack of Mirrored Nymph will be triggered, lasting 8 seconds. Under the effect of 1, 2, or 3... Okay, stacks. Oh yeah, of Mirrored Nymph stacks. Attack will be increased by 7, 16, 25%. Hydro damage bonus will be increased. Okay, incrementally. Mirrored Nymph stacks create a normal charge, plunge attacks. Elemental skills, elemental bursts exist independently. Wait, huh? Mirrored Nymph stacks created by normal charge and plunge attacks, elemental skills, and elemental bursts hit independently. Wait, so does that mean you'll get like, if you have to hit like multiples of the same attack? So it's like normal charge, like stack, or is it like if you hit 1 normal, 1 burst, and 1 like E, does that each count as 1 stack? There's different stacks of each, but why would they have that last line? It sounds like if you hit 3 normal attacks, you will get all 3 nymph stacks for normal attacks specifically. Independent, so whatever you hit works and counts for everything. Each different type of attack gives 1 stack, and they all have their own duration. It's like Polar Star. Interesting. So they all give 1 stack. Exist independently. That's I'm just trying to understand what that wording means. Because it doesn't say and or, it just says and. The stacks exist independently of each other. So to me, that sounds like you have to hit like 3 of 1 specific kind to trigger the bonus. It's so confusing sometimes with the descriptions. The stacks have their own duration. How do you know? How do you know that that's what that means? No idea. Oh, I see. You know things from dreaming. So, who could use this? Obviously childless, you guys said, because Polar Star functions the same way. And then who else could use this? I'm trying to think, could Ayato use it? C6 Yelan, obviously, if you have C6 Yelan. I mean, I think Ayato could use it. It's meh for Ayato? Really? Why is that though? He can't charge attack, but he can elemental skill. I think you need an auto attack before his E. Oh, I see. So if his E would only trigger 1 stack because it is his Hydro strikes are not normal attacks. They're elemental skills. But it says elemental skill here. So doesn't that mean that elemental skill could also trigger 1, 2, 3? It's too much hassle for 5% improvement. But you get attack bonus and Hydro damage bonus. Burst, normal attack, skill. Oh, I see what you mean. So, okay. So within it, okay. So, hold on. So what you're saying is it has to be 1 of each. So you can get 1 stack from a normal attack. You can get 1 stack from a charge attack. And you could get 1 stack from an elemental burst. So you can't hit 3 times with normal and get 3 stacks. I see. So you'd have to, in order to get maximum value out of Ayato, you would have to, because his triggering of his elemental skill does not hit opponents. it would have to be very specific circumstances. So you use his elemental burst, you hit like once with a normal attack, and then you start striking. No, because because Ayato's his hydro strikes are part of his skill. They're not normal attack, and they're not charge attack. And when you activate his skill and you like convert, like you get those hydro strikes, it doesn't hit an opponent. They are normal attacks. Are you sure? No, they are. But they're not part of his skill. Like the talent. Oh my gosh. They are normal attacks. It says so in the description. The water clone is a skill. His E is just an infusion, but you don't need a. But what I'm saying is you don't need a. Oh gosh, this is so dumb. If it's a normal attack, then why did we not have to level up his autos, huh? Hoyoverse just picking and choosing what counts as a normal attack. Causing damage from his normal attacks to be converted into AoE hydro damage cannot be overridden. You have him at level 8, you're fine, Dish. I think the multipliers for his skill and normal attack are different, but the wanderers are the same. The normal hydro attack is a skill, but it's considered normal attack damage. Hold on.
Dear Diary.
Let me explain. If Nymph Set is used on Ayato, first you have to use the burst to have 1 stack. When you activate the skill and the clone comes out and that clone hits an opponent, then that's another stack. Later, your skill hits counts as normal attack count as another stack, so there you have all 3 stacks.
So Ayato's Hydro Strike counts as a normal attack for external purposes. However, you don't need to level up his normal attack. You can leave it at level 1. Like his auto attacks, his first talent. That's so dumb. That doesn't make any sense to me, I guess. It doesn't make any sense to me. Why is it normal attack if it's not normal attack? If not normal attack, why normal attack? Huh? Right, if E strikes are normal attacks, but why don't they scale with normal attack talent? Anyways, okay. So the point is of all this set seems to be able to work on Child specifically. Xingqiu, probably
I'm just
not.
a more player.
Xingqiu probably not, because you can only get 1 stack from his elemental skill, and you wouldn't want to waste time hitting with normal attack. It seems very specific for Child and for Yelan. You definitely could work with Yelan, because you get like automatic charge strike. DPS Kokomi, that's true. That's true. DPS Kokomi. What about Sack Sword though? I don't think but that's the question. Can you get 2 stacks from the same source? If you hit Xingqiu's, oh, that's true. Yelan doesn't want to attack. That's true. So that's probably not worth it anyway. Because then at most you would get 15 plus 15 damage bonus for Hydro. That's true. All right. So child havers and wanters, congrats. There's a set for you. DPS Kokomi, there you go. Fontaine. I'm sure there's this character that this will be very specific for as well. Okay, let's move on from LIVESTREAM, because this caused me nothing but mental consternation. Vorukasha's Glow. HP 20%. 4-piece set. Elemental skill and elemental burst will be increased by 10. Okay. After the equipping character takes damage, the aforementioned damage bonus is increased by 80? It goes from 10 to 80. This effect increase can have 5 stacks. The duration of each stack is counted independently. The effects can be triggered even when the effective equipping character is not on the field. Okay, that's a Dea set. That is 100% Dea set. 4-piece is useless. Wait, Zajuf did the math? The 4-piece set is less than 1% better than 4-piece Emblem on Dea because of how much ER she needs. Are you serious? It's still worse than Emblem. Hold on. Okay, but the math is... Gosh, I'm so glad that there are people like Zajef, because I don't understand this. But it seems like I'm just confused, because if it says the effect will be increased by 10. Oh, the 10% is increased by 80. The bonus. Okay, so 10% times 0.8. Ah, okay. So it's only the 80% here. This 80% here is just like a flashy number. They should have just said 0.8. No, well, I guess it still makes sense. But it makes it sound like it's 80 times 5, which is not the case. But you can get, based on how many damages, pieces of how many hits you take. But the thing is, Dea does still take hits off field. right? I'm just thinking if you stack Vorkosh's glow and you run like an ER timepiece. No, but then you lose all that attack from running an ER timepiece, which she still kind of needs. The duration of each stack is counted independently, so it doesn't reset. It's like you have to take... Interesting. The problem here is, once again, that her multipliers are still so low that you can't use this and like use an ER timepiece because the damage bonus is minimal. But that's the whole point. Like, this is a good artifact set, but it's not good enough. But the problem is, if they made this artifact set better than it is, it would cause every other character who could possibly use this set to be way too strong. Because the problem is not her artifacts, the problem is her kit. The HP really helps. Works on Hutao. Almost after the character takes damage. Yeah, that's true. I mean, you do get the 10% bonus upon activating her skill. But is it better?
Just wait for bozos to test this out, then make your decision to double down on the set, chat.
Yeah, that would be what I would recommend. Wait until people test the sets before you start spending your resin there. Just like keep spending it on emblem or stock up on other stuff. But yeah, I would recommend waiting until we have people who know for sure. Because I wasted a ton of resin on Pale Flame, not realizing that it was not PogChamp for Ayato in the end. I mean, yeah, you could still farm 2 pieces. Maybe wait to level them up or something. Yeah, what did I say? Echoes? I meant to say echoes. Not Pale Flame. They are not right for Dea. Well, they are. Like, the circumstances make sense, especially because Dea can take damage off field. But the problem is, once again, that Dea herself, her multipliers are so low that you would have to make these artifact sets like 2 times stronger. But if you made this set, the glow set, 2 times stronger, it would not be balanced with all the other characters. So like, unless they literally buff Dea, this still doesn't help. She's the only one who can take damage off field. Yes, that is true. I mean, I still do want to try it. Would anyone even want this set? No, not really. But that's because, I mean, you'd have to make the 4-piece set way stronger. That's the point, is that it's like obviously not good enough to ignore the 2-piece set to use on anyone else, but it's also it's niche enough for Dea, but it can't fix her low multipliers, right? It doesn't work on Kaveh because he isn't damaged by blue. That's correct. Nilou damages herself with Dendro cores. That's true. Oh, Shinobu. Man, I don't know. No, I don't think so. I probably wouldn't say it's like ideal, because she only takes 1 hit of damage. You have to throw her in harm's way to get stacks. And like, her damage is really not the most important part about her kit. So I don't think Shinobu would be. Sometimes I use Nilou on field. Yeah, the 4-piece set. I mean, you could go the 2-piece set for Nilou. Kaveh can still get damaged by blooms. He just heals an amount.
Careful, chat. Gamble wisely on this set. Can't bank on RNG to make her better. Consider this for your mental.
That's
From
true.
a friendly spawn of evil dish.
That's true. I mean, you do have to take damage in order for her to proc. Which there are some enemies that you do take a lot of incremental damage. But it's just like, it's one of those things where it's like, is it resin efficient? Probably not. Not compared to Emblem, which is very versatile. So I guess we're just back in the Emblem domain forever, for all time. I wouldn't assume that Kaveh scales with HP. I'd be surprised if he did. Well, okay. So far, I feel fairly unoptimistic about the sets, but keep in mind, I think, personally, I said this before, I think that Dea is very unfortunately, prototype, a throwaway prototype for a character that will come later. Like a limited 5-star that will utilize a similar mechanic, but will be stronger. Yeah, I think it should have been Dea. I don't know why it's not Dea. But I would assume, and I said this a while ago, this set will be useful for someone who functions similarly to Dea, but better. Yeah, I mean, her kit is definitely experimental. Like Hazo the Wanderer. Yeah, true. Although Hazo is good. all in himself. It should have just been Dea, but they made her a lab rat, so. Alright, well, more pause champ, I suppose. Let's move on from this. This is making me sad. Let's move on. Move for Team
Welcome back, everyone.
Yeah, we are back and ready to show an all-new area being added to the game.
That's right, and I hope you're all as excited as we are. This area is located deep in the desert, in the northwest of the desert of Hadramaveth. According to legends, it was one of the main rifts that monsters were emerging from during the Conria disaster 500 years ago, and the site of a battlefield where God suppressed the power of the abyss. Although it was originally desert, the ecological system has completely changed due to the power of the abyss, and it has become a large, uninhabited area of swamps and wastelands.
So, you're saying that we might be able to uncover some buried secrets about Conria there?
More secrets.
On second thought, it kind of sounds like it might be dangerous.
Yeah.
More desert. I can't believe it.
Helpers to assist us in our search. There will be a Pari named Sorush waiting for us that will lend us its abilities, allowing travelers to freely fly across parts of the area
Pet
and
POV.
access some locations that would be impossible on foot.
Wait, we'll be able to fly around now?
Yeah, this will be your chance to fulfill your dream, Zach.
Yes!
After helping Sorush recover its power, there will be a small event for travelers to help it continue its training. We will guide Sorush to drive away enemies, conduct speed training, and complete puzzles, so be sure to check it out.
Okay.
Travelers may also encounter a new enemy during their journey in version 3.6, the Iniquitous Baptist. Its abilities include using multiple elements in battle and creating shields for corresponding elements to reduce damage. It definitely looks like it'll be a formidable enemy.
That's not all. We have two more interesting enemies that travelers will encounter.
It's for Dea.
Animo and Hydro Hilichurl rogues.
Cool.
These Hilichurls are wandering across Tevat and do not belong to any particular Hilichurl tribe. Sometimes they assist other Hilichurls or tribes in need of help.
I like
and
it.
they also have a unique combat style.
Wow, I love the scythe.
This place is full of new
I want a
dangers.
scythe.
That still won't stop the traveler from bringing new hope to the region.
When will there be a scythe
Clues
weapon?
related to Conria are also waiting to be uncovered here, so it's definitely worth exploring. And last but not least, in version 3.6, the legendary Dragon of Verdure, Apep, will appear. The Dragon of Verdure was once an
Where's its
emerald
head?
green dragon that ruled Sumeru, but its color later changed to that of yellow sand.
Oh.
Recently, it seems to be suffering from some kind of illness.
Looks like a salamander.
Travelers will be making their way to the Dendro Dragon's habitat to face it in battle, so
No
we
head.
must be very careful. The battle will be split into 3 phases.
A scythe claymore. Is that too much to
Take
ask?
note of is that in the second
Wow,
phase of the
that's so
fight,
pretty.
travelers will need to protect the Dendro Dragon from monsters in order to prevent the dragon's illness from getting any worse.
Huh.
Wait, what?
That's different.
Yes, and
It's
in
like
the
the
third
cube.
phase, the Dendro Dragon will unleash some extremely powerful attacks, so travelers
Jelly.
will need to be careful to avoid those.
It's like Durn.
Oh, yeah.
At this point, we don't know what the Dendro Dragon has been through and what exactly caused it to change into its current twisted form. Perhaps we'll get some more answers after we've faced it in battle.
Yeah.
The dragon has a close connection with Sumeru's history and gods. Going into its lair and determining what's causing its current condition is an important task and will be helpful to the entire nation of Sumeru. So, if you'd like to learn more about the Dendro Dragon, then be sure to check out Chapter 2 of Nahida's story quest.
I need to do the first one.
Sure. I think there'll be a lot of interesting things for travelers
got
to
it.
learn in this one, so be sure to look forward to it.
Absolutely.
Maybe I should do Nahida's quest today.
And
I still haven't
that's
done it.
about all we
You
have
can
for
catch
new
up, bro.
content in the upcoming version. But before we wrap things up, we have an announcement regarding Genshin Impact's music. The second album for the Sumeru region, titled The Unfathomable Sand Dunes, will also be releasing soon.
I love how you mix.
Nice. I love the Sumeru region music.
Fantastic. I do too. This album is comprised of 3 discs, compiling all the original music that the Hoyo Mix team created for the Sumeru region, spanning versions 3.1 to 3.6.
Okay, this is super cool. I'm super excited.
Be sure and pick that up.
I'm hyped.
Right, so let's watch a trailer of the new OST and give our final redemption code of the day.
Okay. Nice record. Anime news. I do hope we get anime news soon. Okay, so here's our predictions for this patch. I'm hoping. So they said that the new boss is part of Nahida's story quest, right? Maybe, hopefully. My guess is that my hope, is that the little like Quidditch Triwizard Cup thing is cool. It's fun. That's like gonna be the winner of this patch and like the new playable characters. And then this is probably like, it doesn't seem like the new area is very large. It seems probably like walkable and you could probably explore the entire thing in a couple days, is my guess. I think it'll be the last big, small, medium-sized patch before it's big? Is it big? I thought it was small. Before Fontaine?
Right? So it seems like there's
maybe before Fontaine? I hope it is long. I hope the events are fun. I hope we get to like kind of chill and enjoy it. I mean, I'm very excited to see a lot of these characters interact. I hope it has almost like a similar quality to the Windbloom quest, where they're very, you know, you get to see characters interact that we haven't seen before. They have like, I do hope we get a little bit more of like Wanderer's new personality in his. I like how Sino and Wander in the same room. Like, I'm very much looking forward to that. So I hope it's like wholesome, fun, enjoyable, meme-worthy, etc. And the games kind of look, I don't know, they look okay. Some of them look fun. And then, yeah, I feel like this is a patch aside from the parade thing. Something to like kind of keep us busy, kind of more story driven. Why do so many people want less desert? Well, it gets pretty monotonous. It's desert. Like, it's a lot of desert. We already have a lot of desert. I'm ready for some city. I don't know about you guys. I'm sure you guys know when Fontaine is coming. I don't know. I'm sure you guys know. It's a lot of sand, okay? It's coarse and it gets everywhere. That's my hope for this patch.
There's gonna be a lot to enjoy in the new version.
I know, right?
Yeah. You know what? I'm looking forward to spending more time with Nahida in her new story quest chapter and confronting the new Dendro dragon.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. I'm super happy to have gotten to come on this special program today. It was my first time. This is so cool. And also that trailer was so cool.
Oh, so
Definitely.
sick. It was. I think it's really cool that people will get to discover more about Baizhu and that there's more to him than just the man who works at the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
He's got layers.
True that. I'm looking forward to the new area, new playables, and of course, the academia extravaganza. Looked super
it's always
fun.
I'm
it's the
ready
worst
for
part.
the desert
Yeah,
to
this
stop
is the
expanding,
end of-
but I did semi-predict the desert expanding at least one more time because while I was exploring a few months ago, I found a cave where I couldn't walk through a certain part that looked like I should be able to. But if they expand it again after this, I think I might go bonkers in dish stare.
Thank you for the 100. Yeah, and there's also like, I remember there's like blocked, this might be a quest that I haven't finished, but there's like big boulders that are movable assets that I haven't been able to get through.
The special program, it's been so great hanging with you guys.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for having me again.
Of course. This is the end. I'll see you guys all in game.
Bye-bye.
The idea of the live stream where the VAs have to talk about one of their favorite parts of the event. Like the thing they're most looking forward to is it's always like the most painful part. Okay. How do I feel? I don't know. I'm holding my applause and I'm holding my criticism. Aside from Eula not getting a rerun and also Dea not being fixed. I just feel kind of whatever. And maybe I'm just hopeful that the parade thing will be like nice. Good content. You know what I'm saying? I do think I should do Nahida's story quest. Holding off until Fontaine reveal. Yeah, I'm with you there. I would assume that this is like is this the last, or if not the second last, like big, or not big, the last significant patch before Fontaine.